Also making news tonight with the high price of electricity not sitting well with customers of Bahamas Power and Light Company. The Bahamas Electrical Workers Union president is weighing in on the recent hike in those bills. Paul Maynard believes that if the government does not enter into discussions to decrease the high cost of electricity bills sooner rather than later, there could be some serious consequences. He described the situation as a crisis to our LaDon Davis.
The cost of diesel in the Bahamas is quite expensive, going at a little over $5 per gallon. It's that same fuel that's needed to operate the generation supply at the Clifton Pier and Blue Hills power stations. President of the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union, Paul Maynard, says the high cost for diesel is a major contributing factor to the hike in your monthly utility bills.
When DA number 10 is off at Clifton Pier, for DA 13 to function, because DA 9 is not up and running now. It should be up and running next week, I believe. But when DA number 10 is off, DA 13 has to run on diesel because of the boiler to heat the bunker C is off with DA 10. And additionally, I think they're going to put, I know they have 12 units down at Clifton Pier right now, Greco units, which is borrowed unit, which means that's also diesel as well. And I think that they have plans to put an additional 22, I believe, or something like that. In any event, as you see, we're using diesel. That's our problem.
Now, whether it's 60%, 75%, or 100%, Maynard says those bills are expected to get even higher.
This electricity bill is going to tank this economy if it's not dealt with. It has to. Small businesses are complaining as to no end. It's costing them. It's going to cost them. It's costing them in their profit margin. A lot of them behind, and they need to do something about it. The fuel surcharge is more than your bill, and that's just ridiculous. You know, your bill could be $200 and your fuel surcharge is $300.
Last week, the government signed a memorandum of understanding with Shell Gas and Power Development for a new gas-to-power project. And while this is a good move, Maynard says this is a dire situation and the government should engage in further discussions with the company to bring immediate relief.
Shell is one of the biggest, well, it is the largest distributor of LNG and propane in the world. So what the government needs to do is look at talking to Shell and saying, listen, we got a crisis situation here. And this is a crisis situation. We got a crisis situation here and we need your help. So what Shell may be able to do, because they can move the mountains, they can move the world, as a matter of fact, they're large. They may be able to bring in temporary units and replace their Greco with those and use propane to do that, which should give us some relief.
LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.